I really appreciate the words of encouragement, man. Keys, you rock. Thank you. Oh yes, definitely get the microphone, man. Come on, yes. Let's get you in here. Let's get you in here. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. By the way, how have you been? You know, I know that you've been busy as hell, trying to do your grind and your hustle. I haven't been in the Discords as much as I like to, considering my work days. But on the days that I have off, I try to be in as much as I can. So, yeah, I haven't seen too much of you. I've been kind of busy. I hope you're doing well. Let's see who else we can get in here real quick. Yep, yeah. So, all right, yeah, sure. I'll give you a second. Let me go ahead and post anybody else that wants to join us over here. For all of you watching, hope you enjoyed the first half of the podcast. It was certainly interesting at the very beginning, slow rolling for sure. A lot of, horrible content, I'll admit it. It sucked, but that's what I got to live with, got to learn how to fly solo every once in a while. And sometimes the material just isn't there. But you know what? It's great having good people that do always show up. Some people just, if they have the time of day, they come in, and it's been amazing. It's been good. You got your microphone set up yet, Keys? Oh, he's still working on it. That's okay. That's all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching. If you're watching the second video, I really appreciate it. And if you stuck around to the end of the first video, man, you were awesome. Thank you so much. It was hard getting past the first 10 minutes, but we made it through. We made it through, and we actually had a phenomenal, second wind going on that first video, and it was just really amazing having the kind of support that the Crypto Nation has for all of our different side projects, and it was just awesome having everybody there. We did manage to get Wendell's information and Brian's information for their channels, and even though Brian was kind of cut off at the very end, but you still get to hear where to find him on YouTube. So he's got some really great content there. I really recommend you guys check it out if you're into mining or just curious about mining or need to know more about it, how to support the network, because right now in this bear market, with the prices going down, people are jumping off of the mining, and it's increasing his rewards. He's actually being rewarded much faster. So I'll just throw a number out there as an example. Let's say you're mining and you get like 3 coins a day. In a bear market like this, you could see upwards of maybe 5 coins or 6 coins a day. So that's really phenomenal right there. Really awesome. All right, Keys, I see that you're no longer muted. You here with us, buddy? Oh, I think he is still trying to find a microphone. That's all right. That's all right. Well, Keys, if finding microphone's too much, that's okay. Just jump in the chat. I'll read to everybody what you're saying and answer in turn, and we'll keep this going. And hopefully somebody jumps in. Maybe we'll have a surprise guest like John, or maybe Crypto Mom will jump on. That'd be kind of cool. I know everybody's got their grind going on, so it's been interesting to say the least. Just trying to keep up. Raven's been freaking grinding away. Like, that man never sleeps. And he's been running both his Discord channel and updating like every text channel in his Discord. And man, dude has got one hell of a grind. So you got your microphone on? You here with us? I see the box lighting up, but I don't hear you.
All right, hold on.
There you are.
Okay, you hear me now?
I can hear you, buddy. How you been,
All
man?
right. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Haven't talked to you guys in a while.
Oh, dude, man. It. What have you been up to? What have you been up to?
I've just been working because holidays, starting new places, try to expand my current job.
What do you do exactly?
Well, I'm one of the I do a ear, nose, and throat, so I work as a physician.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
Do you
so
find that to be a rewarding job, or do you find that to be corporate slavery?
it's actually very rewarding, actually. Even if I mean, obviously, I'm not hurting for money, but let's say if I won a lottery, I wouldn't be quitting my job either. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
well, just because you work with people all the time,
hmm
and you find reward helping other people. I mean, that's why I got in the job in the first place. So, like I said, I talk to people all day long, basically from morning until I go home. So,
There you go. There you go.
yeah, my computer has been crapping out. So, try to
What?
kind of do an overhaul.
Oh wow, a whole overhaul. Damn, that sucks. That's
Yeah,
rough,
just
man.
because I had an iMac that I had it for like 2000 since like 2011,
Okay.
and what
Oh,
happened
geez,
was
yeah. That
I
nothing
was
lasts
doing
that long.
yeah I was doing the streaming, the videos and all that stuff, and I think I was like compiling and rendering the file one time and left it on, and when I got home, just all fried. I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, the computer just wouldn't turn on, and like I had to back up all the hard drives, and it's kind of been like that. Kind of, I'm using like a pretty old laptop right now, so things weren't like really hooked up well.
yeah.
So
That's rough right there. That's rough.
yeah, so try to back up everything, try to store all the photos and videos and texts and files, and found like just like 10 years worth of stuff, and just it's
Oh
crazy.
shit. Yeah, 10 years worth of freaking work, and oh my god, that is rough. But you know what? Uh, the grind continues. So the show must go on, and
Yeah, so how you been?
dude, I have been grinding away. Like, I don't know if you happen to see my A Bit Too Far website. The blog for the comic and the video podcast vlog.
You
Um,
do those, do those yourself?
yeah, they're all drawn and designed by me. I have a buddy at work, and not, it's actually increased to two friends at work that are helping me come up with ideas for the comic.
Um,
And it was actually my buddy John at work, the one who was first to help me out. He was actually the inspiration for me creating the Discord channel for A Bit Too Far. Like, hey, you know what? This is working. Me and him going back and forth with ideas. Some work, some don't. But when the ideas are good, it's like, dude, they're good. And so I was like, you know what? I need this full time, and I need this with people who understand crypto and who have the same sick and twisted sense of humor that I do.
yeah.
so
Well,
so
you can
here we
see, I
are.
can tell you're a people's person, so I think it's great. You're doing these podcasts, live stream, kind of getting connected, building a community. Because I think once you get things set up, things will probably go really well. I
Oh
know
yeah,
you
one.
Shopify stuff too, right? How's that going?
Yeah, I had thought about discontinuing my work for my No FOMO apparel, but I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm basically going to continue with both the comics, the podcast, and the Shopify store for No FOMO. And when I get enough data, I'll go ahead and start also. Creating a Shopify for the comic. That way, if there's like a comic that you just absolutely love that made you laugh your ass off, you can get the mug with that comic on it, you know,
Right.
um, or whatever I have, a t-shirt, mug, freaking pillowcase. It doesn't fucking matter. It's all going to be there. Oh, we got Brian here again. Dude, the man who always shows up on the night stream. But yeah, so I've been grinding away at that. I've gotten back into Instagram. I don't do social media anywhere, but it was really the pub, and Peter that was like that got us into all the stuff. Got to do our grind. I'm like, yeah, well, if the name of the game is eyeballs, I got to start getting back into these social medias again. So I've been posting to Twitter. I've been posting on Instagram, and I'm as reluctant as I am to post on Facebook, just because I can't stand Facebook. I'm got to start posting there as well. You know,
Oh
uh,
boy.
and so, but I need to create the account for a bit too far on Instagram and have the a bit too far.com.
Yeah. You
Facebook
probably need to
page.
start compile the videos. Could
Mm.
check out that link, socialblade.com.
Oh,
And
hello.
and once you go on there, you can search people's handles, such as like Bite Size Bitcoin, Peter Saddington,
Yeah,
even something like the kids watches like Ryan's toy review. I mean, that thing's ridiculous. Have you guys seen the hits on that? This
no, I
channel is
have.
called Ryan's Toys Review, right? It's basically just somebody, the parents are taking videos of their little kids playing different kind of toys, and
Okay.
call that a toy review. So basically, a kids playing with the toy, reviewing kids' toys, and basically shot many videos for like maybe 5 minutes max,
Yeah.
and they just kind of upload that. Say, okay, they're playing like Paw Patrol toys today, or they're playing like Ninja Turtle toys today. So they upload
Okay.
like, probably like 1,000 videos, just like short few minutes to 5 minute clips
Mm-hmm.
for like hundreds of different toys, right? And they all link to each other. So once the kids start watching the iPad, which my kids do, and it would just continue to play one after another, and all these sponsors and advertisement gets hit. So if you click on socialblade.com, you click on and you search for Ryan's toy review, that kid and their families are making $2 million a month.
Say that again.
$2 million a month.
In ad revenue on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many subscribers do they have?
So it's all on there. Once you click on that, go search it right now if you can.
I'm gonna type it right now. What's it called again?
It's a Social Blade.
No. I got Social Blade. What's the channel?
Oh, it's just Ryan's toy review.
Ryan's Toy Review. Ryan Toys Review. Ryan's Family Review. Right. All right. Wow. He's got 25 billion video views and 17 million subscribers. Holy shit.
And the content and look, it's just basically kids playing toys, and they just take like a lot of videos of that and just upload that like probably couple times a day. And now they're making a lot of money. Of course, they got more new toys. More toys to review.
Jesus.
And
They
like,
can crank out their content because YouTube's paying for the freaking toys.
yeah, exactly. And the things like
Jesus.
there's really not much content creation. It's just basically some persons just take their time filming the kids playing toys, and that's it.
Wow.
I'm sure your kids can play toys too.
Man. And yeah, I that is a phenomenal resource right there.
Yeah, and you can check out all the YouTubers that you like, or
Yeah.
whoever own base. You can check out their subscriber. You can check out, Peter's, channel. You can check out sort of like, I like cars, so I watch a lot of so I watch a lot of cars.
There are a lot of good car channels out there.
Yeah.
Like
And you're gonna like what I start up in the summertime.
yeah, one of my favorite channels that I was, when I at my last job when I actually had the time, because like I was watching, I've said this before, but I was watching like 50 cryptocurrency channels, marijuana stock, channels, a day, um, just to educate myself. And at the end of that, I'd listen to Here's a little plug-in. I would listen to the Drinkin' Bros podcast and Ross Revolution podcast, and every once in a while, when I had the time after I finished all my reading, like the audio book, I'd finish my research, I'd finish my podcast. If I was still going on, I would watch Mighty Car Mods.
Yes.
Seriously, I would, because they did phenomenal, content when it came to cars. Now I mostly like, the top car review YouTuber. Let me take a look at him. Doug DeMuro. Really? I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah, this guy rakes in about 100K a month and about 1.3 million in yearly earning. And he just did basically a car review every time. He actually started renting cars because he couldn't afford to get a sponsor.
Yeah.
So he go rent a car and review the car from somebody.
There you go.
Yeah.
And once his channel started building up and people started noticing him, they'd donate a car, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. They lent him the car to do it. So it's about building the number of a lot of these guys, right? They probably make like 50, even like 100 videos, but
Mhm.
there's gonna be that one or two videos start catching people's eyes. Then that means all the other videos are gonna get brought on because people will be interested in what other cars they reviewed, right? So they're kind of the videos are supporting each other and giving each other eyeballs.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
kidding.
By the time you get to like, something like 50 videos on there, although maybe all on different topics, but there's a lot of things to see. And, it doesn't matter when you click it. You could click it 2 years from now or a year from now, all that's going to get viewed. So,
Yeah. One of my absolute favorite channels, is Emergency Awesome. I absolutely love Emergency Awesome because he's always keeping up to date with, the movies that are coming out, that I'm interested in, anything hero related or freaking anime related, like Dragon Ball Z, freaking Game of Thrones, freaking, all of that, I know that he does quality videos and, I would love to be able to, eventually make videos as good as him.
So like I said, just I guess what Peter is saying is that, we should just start making videos, start doing vlogs, start doing all these things. Because what Ryan's toy review thing probably start out as a vlog of just like home videos of kids playing toy, right? And they just uploaded that, and I guess people just start watching it. And now actually people saw how successful they were. Now they're like knockoffs of the toy review from like other kids. and all of them link to each other because when you click on YouTube, right, they will get the associated contents together around that.
It's like YouTube does the recommended for you.
Yeah, exactly, and automatic plays it, right? So what kids often do is that they will play the iPad, turn it on, and just kind of let it run, even though when they weren't paying attention, that thing is getting viewed left and right, like so yeah. And it's not just like in the United States, it's like everywhere else. So even a mindless content like that gets viewed.
Oh yeah, the one dude that I like is Colin Fuse. He does like these these wacky science experiments. Like one of them was he made a heated umbrella. So he fabricated a metal umbrella and put gas to it and walked around outside. I mean, I'm just like looking at that episode. He got 1.6 million views.
Wow. Yeah, he's doing pretty well because I just searched for him on social right now. He has a B plus and a gray. He takes in about 3,000 to 54,000 a month just from the revenues, and he makes like almost tops to like at the highest points was 652K a year. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. and he had about like 200 something videos since 2006. So that means he's been just kind of making videos here and there, right?
Yeah. He hasn't been doing these consistent videos. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter though if your contents weren't like time sensitive, it's just on like a unique subject. I mean, it could be timeless, right?
Yeah.
Those like stuff like those toys reviews. I mean, come on. Some of those toys are so old, they're still playing it. So
Yeah. I just for shits and giggles, I decided to go ahead and search my channel. Just my name, because I wasn't planning on making an actual YouTube channel. I just wanted to create an account. And I currently have like, I think 56 subscribers or whatnot, but I don't even register on Social Blade. there's like 30 Chris Andersons on here. I'm not one of them. It's like, yeah, I need to create the a bit too far YouTube channel. I need to upgrade.
yeah, but if you look at all the Chris Andersons on there, the top guy has about 175 uploads, and the second guy only has 36.
Hey, mine actually pops.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just decided to do it.
Oh, nice.
Crypto and hot rods.
Crypto and hot rods.
Yeah, search for that. See, it's a great utility because you kind of see what's behind the scenes.
143 uploads. Yeah, dude, you freaking grinding. Not bad.
And it's like I've been about 2 months.
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing a great job. I mean, you got like 143 uploads, right? 65 subscribers, right? And you know what? Once you start into posting more interesting contents, once you got more eyeballs, then and all those 143 uploads will start working for you.
Right. That's what I'm hoping on.
Hey, at least you're making the number one hit on that list. So.
Oh yeah.
Unlike my channel, which doesn't freaking do a damn thing on Social Blade. Maybe I should actually search it, instead of for the channel. Oh wait, no, it says enter YouTube username. Let me just, for the hell of it, a bit too far. I know there's no YouTube channel. Well, I don't have a YouTube channel, but I was hoping maybe a video title would pop up or something. But no. Oh wait, somebody actually has it a bit too far on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got 20 uploads and 2 subscribers and 4,900 video views. And it looks like he's playing guitar. We require a minimum of 5 subscribers to get entered into our database. It does not appear that this channel has met this requirement. What? What do you mean more than 5 subscribers? According to this thing, he's only got 2 subscribers. Okay. Oh, never mind.
So
but
once you get your OBS set up and everything kind of roll and start making videos, I think you'll be you're in good shape.
Yeah, once I get OBS hooked up and the different various scenes set up for smash the like and yen.io and a bit too far to pop up somewhere, it's only a matter of time.
That's right.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and plus the market is kind of not doing well right now. So
no, it's not. Now's the best time to build. And that way when people start getting interest,
exactly.
When they start getting interested again, they're going to start doing searches for God knows what, and you know what?
Yeah.
Things are going to pop up that they're going to like.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
So long as I'm using the good keyword and tags and whatnot, and I'll be all right.
Right. So keep all the Shopify stuff ready. When it start getting eyeballs, then all those will kind of come into play. So
yeah. So Keys, I got a question for you. You happen to know about all this Social Blade stuff? What are you building? Why don't you tell for the users out there or the viewers that we don't have yet, but that'll eventually watch this. What are you building, man?
Well, I'm building my wife's custom teddy bear shop. But like I said, my computer is all messed up now, so trying to get things set up. Like it took me like 10 minutes just even get a microphone set up. It's just like not a good situation. But yeah, once things are set up, then you can gonna start designing the websites, and she already has sort of a custom order thing through Etsy, but the fees are just too high. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah. And
I'm also waiting for the yen.io to roll out, so so that way they can just kind of transact directly through yen if that's possible. But either way, first thing first, got to just have to get a website set up. I mean, I can probably use PayPal or something like that for a substitute, or like Square, and then fold the crypto portion into it later. So,
all right, all right, all right.
so that's the plan. And the other thing was starting rolling out, sort of, kind of more of a self and life improvement, sort of a social group, like we talked about a little bit, how to get out of debt, right? How
Right.
to free, right? How to pay our mortgage fast, how to lose weight, how to do all these things. And a lot of these things are pretty important, because if you're not healthy, and you have a lot of debt, your life is just not going to get better. So if you're healthy, you have no debt, things can be turning around quite a bit. People feel like less stressed, and therefore probably more enthusiastic about other content. So I think starting with those is probably important. And like I said, I think teaching people how to get out of debt is important. I think that's something that a lot of people don't know how to do, unfortunately. So, something, and like I said, everybody has a great idea. Somebody's on somewhere is always gonna have a good idea about how to improve, right? So the whole point of doing a private group like that is that you attract people who want to improve their lives and contribute to the community. And like I said, if I say, okay, well, if you want to join this group, will be like maybe $2 a month or something like that, join it. And what I would usually do, I'll actually just pool the money. And like every month, if somebody has a great idea, that pool money is going to go to that person.
Oh wow, that's a pretty interesting idea right there.
Because like I don't need that, right? But however, I want to build a community. So it's an incentive for people to say, hey, I want to join this, and somebody's going to have a great idea and get money, right? And you get reward from generating a good idea, and like I said, you don't have to like make a video about it, but you can use the channel to share your idea and still get the credit.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have great idea, but they're kind of shy, right? A lot of people like great idea just like yourself, or couldn't, haven't set up the OBS, haven't, set up the stream, a little shy to talk, and they can't communicate very well, but they have a great idea. So
well, I'm slightly nervous when it comes to Peter hooked up the thumbnail. He's like, hey, I need your photo for the thumbnail or whatnot. And so I went ahead and sent him a variety of photos, and he picked one. And, it looks amazing. And he decided to call the show a bit too far. I'm like, so I'm like, dude, that's awesome, Yeah. And so one of the things that I personally wouldn't mind, doing is, bringing the podcast to, DCTV. I mean, let's have some fun. Let's, shoot the shit. Let's just, talk about what's going on, man. I would love to have, to invite the DCTV audience to jump into the video, not just be a chat feature on the side, but to actually be interactive and actually jump on stream, actually be able to talk, get the, if the trolls, what do you think about XRP? What do you think about XRP? What do they think about Electronium? It's like, mute.
Start
I don't
heckling.
mind, because eventually someone somewhere is going to have some really good ideas, really good content.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what? Maybe we'll have a laugh. You know, I think a more interactive show that would actually, you know, bring people into DCTV, like literally into it, not just commentating on it. You know, not just being a commentary on the side, but actually being on the show. I think that that would, you know, excite a lot of people. You know, so a lot of people would see an opportunity, maybe to show their shit. Maybe they would actually find an opportunity to, you know, actually be a part of the conversation. And that's the part that I'm really hoping for, is, you know, people who want to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure what I'm going to end up doing is, when I do have the live stream up and running, and we have that timer saying, you know, starting in 60 minutes, or, you know, whatever, I'm going to share the Zoom chat stream link in the commentary before the show starts. That way, whoever wants to jump in can jump in, and thereby possibly limiting the amount of, you know, shillers and freaking, you know, trolls, you know, that, you know, don't want to actually contribute. They just want to have their, you know, 2 seconds of fame. You know,
Yeah, until that gets out of hand.
you know, and you know, who knows? At that
Hopefully
point, I hope it doesn't. You know, but that's also one of the reasons why, you know, if I share it before the stream goes live, because you know that when you actually click on a video that was streamed yesterday, all right, you only get to see the comments that are posted during the stream, not before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And most people, you know, they don't have, you know, the time or the inkling to scroll up if they show up before the stream starts. And, you know, most of the people that do show up, who show up after the stream starts, they don't have access to that link. You know, so it's pretty much just going to be our core group, you know, of supporters, I believe. And
Right.
I think having those people jump on would basically give them a taste of doing, you know, contributing, you know, of being a part of the show. And I think that might actually help grow the channel even more, you know, get people addicted to, you know, being a part of the conversation, and, you know, have ideas pop up in conversation that they might want to run with, you know, maybe
Right.
talk to Peter, because Peter shared with us a channel that is planning on doing 24-hour live streams.
That's
You know,
insane.
yes, like they're like programming that is designed to go nonstop. You know, different shows for different times of the day, but it's going to be a live stream that just doesn't end.
That's like CNN for YouTube.
Yeah,
Right. But the only
yeah.
thing I would be wondering is how much is it going to be repetitive? And then it's like, how sustainable is that in the long run?
Well, I tend to agree, but I also think that if they have 24 shows and each one's just an hour long, I think that helps put variety in for a while. But if there's nothing happening in the market, you know, what are you going to talk about? You know, it basically falls down to shooting the shit.
Might be like
us.
today and bit too far.
Oh, Keys. Out of the comics that you have seen, you know, what would you say is your favorite? Which one actually made you laugh? Because there are some that are just make you smile, some just make you chuckle, and some just like, eh. But every once in a while, I hit one that's just, you know, it makes people really, you know, laugh. Was there one that particularly stuck out to you that you can think of right now?
I think the heart attack one was pretty funny. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm in a part of the medical profession, and so anything sort of that related is always.
Yeah. Yeah, I shared that on Instagram, but I think I forgot to do the hashtag medical, hashtag nurse, hashtag doctor, you know, hashtag hospital. You know, I should probably do that on like a second, like a comment underneath it, that way I can get those people to take a look at it as well.
Right. So here, my wife's a nurse, and she's got a sticker that it's like she put onto my computer desk. It's like, I used up all my sick days, so I called in dead.
That's a good one.
That's from a nurse.
Yes, and that's the kind of stuff that we need. It doesn't matter what kind of joke, nursing jokes, doctor jokes, freaking, it doesn't fucking matter.
Or maybe like like the T-shirt, maybe like a bumper sticker type of thing would be great too for the Shopify.
Mm-hmm.
Start having sort of like a nice sort of one-liner, like a punt. That would be great too.
There you go.
Yeah. My mom's got another sticker. It's like, what is it? It's do not meddle in the affairs of dragons, for you are good and tasty, or no, for you are good and taste good with ketchup, or something like that. I forget what it is.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I'm trying to find the comic that I had posted on. Oh, come on! I want the suggestions. I'm trying to find on my channel on Instagram that comic for the AED. There it is. I need to go ahead and save that for later, so I can go ahead and do those hashtags. Get those eyeballs. Because that's the name of the game, is eyeballs.
Right.
Nursing jokes, dog jokes, hunting jokes. It doesn't matter. Nothing's sacred. The goal is to make everybody laugh in one way or another, using, everyday life as inspiration, so, I mean, I guarantee you there's jokes for every niche out there. I just need to find them. And if there's good quality content somewhere, I got to make a comic out of it.
Right.
So
maybe you should also check out some of the memes too, because some of the memes that people are putting on.
Yeah, there are some pretty good memes out there. I could even do like comic sketches of memes, or or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Or you could even do like a thing of like an ADD joke, where it's like,
oh look, there's a chicken.
Right? No, the mom's like, well, I ran out of Ritalin, so I gave him Coke. It's gone.
I believe the proper drug for ADHD would be meth.
Right.
Let them focus on one thing and accomplish it. Oh, sure. We do not endorse cocaine or meth or any other kind of illegal drug.
I mean, considering that I was actually one of the guinea pigs from back in the day on Ritalin.
Mm-hmm. I was too. I'm not currently on any mind-altering drugs at all. I don't have, one of the, I guess I could say vilifying.
Maybe a little wacky tobacco, maybe.
Well, when I had joined the Navy, I got in on a weight waiver. I didn't weigh enough, but when you go to boot camp, they're like, hey, if you happen to have any kind of medical condition that you didn't reveal to us, such as like if you have ADHD, or some disorder or whatnot that you're taking medication for, you need to let us know now before we find out, and if we find out, we're kicking you out. I'm like, so I literally had to go see the wizard, the psychologist, psychiatrist, shrink doctor, whatever the hell you want to call him. And, basically after our sessions, we had like, a couple of weeks of sessions and whatnot. And she was like, you know what? You're not displaying any of the signs of somebody who truly has ADHD or ADD. We're having conversations. You're keeping good eye contact. You're maintaining a decent conversation, that you're not sidetracked by anything. I think you were misdiagnosed. I'm like, awesome. So I got into the Navy on 2 waivers. All right. One for not weighing enough, and one for, the ADHD, history. But what was really, interesting was years later, I'd been out of the Navy, and the father of ADHD, the man who diagnosed it, admitted on his deathbed, he made it up. It doesn't exist. It's not a disorder. ADD and ADHD is not an actual disorder. There's nothing wrong with anybody if they're, easily distracted. It just means that their mind is operating on in a different way. There's nothing wrong with that, and the only reason he came up with it was to make pharmaceutical millions, basically, so
control kids.
Turn kids into zombies and make some money freaking, selling, hey, you know what? Your kid has this. Here's a pill to fix him. Here's a pill to fix her. It's like
parenting through a pill.
It's like, so anyway, when I understand that people do have a hard time focusing. They are easily distracted. I can be very easily distracted. I'll be doing research on something or whatnot, and I'll see something. Oh, cool. I'll click on it on YouTube or whatnot, and I'm like, okay, gotta get back to it. And then I'll get back to it for a while, and then I'll find something else. Rabbit trails happen, and you got to refocus your energy every once in a while. And obviously there are things out there that can help focus your energy. I know my brother personally uses medical marijuana. And it helps him focus his energy. It helps him regulate, his anxiety or whatever other stress it is. It helps his back. Like if I more than qualify for a medical card because I have had shingles in the past. Like if you have a history of shingles, you qualify for a medical card because the shingles attacks the nervous system, like on one side of the body. And that's excruciatingly painful for most people. And so, if you've had a history of that, you automatically qualify for a med card. But also the back pain from being in the military, we wear ourselves out. And, the VA is like, sorry, according to the federal government, it's illegal. So you can't have any, you got to go to a local doctor to get some, basically, And, like it is so great for relaxation and pain management. Like you don't want to be, hooked on narcotics. Friggin', marijuana is a very good pain reliever. It's just reality. And it really ticks me off that, federally, we still got to, do things, however we need to, just to get the care that we need. So anyway. Off that little rant, if either of you are curious about how bad the VA really is, there's a movie from 1999, I think.
All I have to do is ask my dad about that one.
Oh, Lord.
VA is bad. VA is bad.
The VA is, okay, the VA was so horrible, they made a movie about it called Article 99 featuring Kiefer Sutherland.
Yep.
And Marty McFly's mom.
And how they're scamming everybody out of everything.
Oh yeah. So we got about 7 minutes left on this particular video. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. That'll give me like two good solid videos, and then I can spend some time with the family. But Keys, Brian, I thank you both for being here. It's so awesome. Keys,
no problem.
Are you currently doing anything that people can find you at right now? Or where can they find you?
Oh, just find me on Discord or, send me a message.
Okay, well, what if they don't have pub access on Discord? Where can they find you? Are you building anything?
Well, I'm not building anything right now because I don't have a computer, but I will at some point. Yeah.
Outstanding. Hey, you know what? Next time you're on here, I'll eventually we're gonna be shilling each other's channels and in projects and whatnot. So hey,
Yeah,
you know what? You keep coming on.
Yeah.
Eventually, the eyeballs will reach you too.
Yeah. So basically, right now, just try to save some money because the dip is coming. So it's gotta buy
the dip is happening.
That's right.
Winter is coming.
And like I said, this is the time to just kind of stash up. So yeah, so just kind of keep our heads down, just keep building and get my computer running, and then we'll probably do it more formally per se. I mean, I can barely get my microphone plugged in today.
Yeah, it took a good minute for you to jump on, but it was well worth it, man. I mean, It was so awesome having you on here. You know.
And plus, when my phone got hacked, it was just a big mess too.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Your phone got hacked? What kind of phone do you have?
So somebody did a SIM card hack where they just kind of took over your card and
Oh.
routed all your phone calls and your text message to a different phone that they activated. So it's like basically a social engineering hack.
Yeah.
Not because like my phone wasn't secure. It's not because my password wasn't secure, but they did social engineering. Just call up your phone company, activate a SIM card on their own side, and then basically break into all your accounts to change out the password, which sends the code to your phone. Since they have your phone number, they receive the code, the temporary code to reset the password.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Oh man, that's gotta be rough right there.
Yeah, so it happened when we were at the Atlanta. So I was like,
That happened in Atlanta?
yeah, and I was like away from my computer. I didn't have anything. Good thing my wife was with me, so I would borrow her phone. I was able to make some phone calls because my phone got turned off. I couldn't make phone calls, and I was away. So it's not like I have a landline I can just call. Right?
Man.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
rough. And
Yeah, I like Peter's suggestion. When it comes to phone security, there are absolutely zero changes, zero updates, zero freaking second phones or SIM cards or whatever the hell, nothing, unless I come into the store in person and I can show you my ID.
Yeah.
I like that. So
that's what you got to do. So, I mean,
yeah,
people are doing that now. I guess there was another guy on the news recently that he like hacked about $1 million from other people's account, just recently. And then there was another guy who got caught who had probably done like millions.
Yeah, there's another guy, Crypto Love on YouTube. He did a live broadcast of him getting hacked.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm getting hacked right now, so we're just going to watch it happen.
He's like, there's nothing I can do about it.
It's going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, it really just happened like that because I think I was waiting to go to the Korean KBBQ factory and and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't know, let me just check my phone. I was like, okay, well, I'm not getting any signals. I don't know why. And I turned things on and off, and nothing happened. And then I was using my wife's phone, kind of check on things, and all of a sudden I logged into my email from her phone. It's just like 5 messages pops up about password change, code request. I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, so I had to like.
Yeah, they hadn't gotten to changing the password of your email yet.
They did. They changed it, and I changed it back.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I changed it back, and I turned off the 2FA. So without the 2FA, they probably wouldn't be able to do it because 2FA went through your phone.
Right.
But if you don't have that, they would just have either another email to back up, or you just out of luck. Basically, you have to call customer service.
Damn. These hackers are getting more sophisticated each day.
Yeah, like I said, social engineering, they look at something that's like easy to fool and bypass. Doesn't matter how secure your password is. Social engineering kind of breaks that. So
yeah.
So I actually prefer to kind of go back to the same way without the 2FA. Then they really just have to do a code breaker, which takes a long time, and not a lot of people have good skills for that. So only very few people has the talent to do that. So
interesting.
Actually, maybe even more secure when you actually just go back to the old way and just create a strong password.
Yeah, just create a really, really strong password.
Yeah, exactly.
Like multiple special characters, not just one word passwords. Like like random words or a phrase out of a book. Who knows?
Yeah, and don't use the phrase Mustang GT. It'll tell you it's too weak.
You've tried
I started having these sort of naming convention protocols I use now.
Well, so. I hate to cut you off. We got less than a minute, so if we could wrap it up, Keys, thank you so much for being here. Brian, pleasure as always. Crypto Mickle, you jumped in when we got like less than 30 seconds left, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
But Grassmaster Ninja just got on, so we might be helping him.
All right.
That was just like kind of. I was like, I doubt they're even still on it. That was like over
I'll
an
do
hour.
another one. I'll do another one just for you.
Oh man, I just got home from work.